I was good, YouTube. It's your boy Trell here. As you know, Team APS channel. I just want to bring you guys a deck today. First off, if you met me out there at the Houston Regionals, I want to say hello again. I met some really cool people out there. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching the channel. But if you did see me at Houston, you knew that I was trying to pick up cubics because I wanted to play the deck. Actually, if I would have gotten them in time, I would have played the deck at the Houston Regionals. I just couldn't get everything in time because I had nothing. And as you guys know, the new card Duja came out in a little premium special edition. But what I did was the following weekend, which was just yesterday, Saturday, I took the deck to locals, and I actually got first place with cubics. Now, just to let you guys know, there's nothing special about my build. In fact, I still think the deck is kind of ass right now. It's missing stuff that we just don't have, just in general, like, just mechanics or whatever. So I'm gonna give you guys my build and let you know, like, how I win or whatever. But just understand that this is not like crazy meta, but it did give me first place. And I also played meta decks, so it's not like I just played like random whatever. But I did play meta decks and I actually got first. But anyway, onto the deck profile. We got 2 Summoner Monks. Of course, got to get Ultras. If you play anything else besides Ultras, then don't play the deck. Just saying. But just pretty much because you play a lot of spells in the deck, and pretty much all the cubic spells have effects in graveyard, so you're not minusing yourself by pitching off a spell, and sometimes you just have dead cards. And the new card Duja is a level 4, so you pretty much that's like your standard play if you can get into him. He's not good otherwise, but if you get him, you make plays. Next you've got, and I'm gonna let you guys know, I don't know other than Duja, I don't know any other guys' names, so just bear with me because you don't care about their names. You just want them to be different. But next you got the new card Duja, the whatever. He's a cubic, so you know. Pretty much he's a on summon, and he doesn't miss time, just normal special summon. He's a foolish barrier for any cubic card that's monster spell or trap, which makes him so good because he can send the traps or the spells, and like I said, they have effects in the graveyard. It's really good. He's a light, which is really weird for me, but it works to an extent. And he has a secondary effect of if a monster is sent from to your graveyard during the turn, because this is a quick effect during the player's turn, you can activate his effect. He will gain 200 attack for each monster with a different name in your graveyard for that turn. So that's really, really good. He's just pretty much a combo maker. He sets up a lot of plays. In fact, think shitty Infernoids. He's Decatron. This is what you want to think. And pretty much his entire deck is Inferno. It's just shitty Inferno. But he's your Decatron. And of course, you're going to run 3. There's no question about that. Next, you got the Black Sperm. It's pretty much this is my baby seed. These are literally seeds though. Cubic seed pretty much can't die by battle. This is pretty much one of your monsters that you have to run 3 of because all the other cubics, minus the big guy, are based around this guy. Like I said, also another cool thing about him is if he's attacked or if he just does battle, after that battle you can put him in the spell and trap zone, kind of like a Crystal Beast, and the monster that they battle with loses its effect and also cannot attack. So it's kind of like a finishing, and it's not equipped to the monster, so it's not like they can MST it and the monster gets the effect back. It's just if they battle this monster, you activate the effect, you give it a counter, it stays that way. And another cool thing is when you put it in the spell and trap zone, during your main phase, you can also special summon it to the field. So it's really cool. Like you never really want to draw them, but if you do, you can always just kind of sit on one because they can't die and kind of force your opponent to either have an out to it or try to run through it because nobody reads cards these days. I beat a lot. Actually, beat a DD player because he kept running into it with his fusion monster, and I just negate their effect and then put it in spell trap card zone, bring it back the next turn, and use it for other things. And basically, the reason why you need the seeds is because when you come into your other monsters like this one, the Buster Gundle, you need to pretty much send other cubic monsters from the field to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, to special summon these. Like I said, you're thinking shitty Inferno, so instead of banishing from the graveyard, you have to send from the field. And so you mainly want to send your seeds. And also another thing is they all have effects that deal with battling with your opponent. And after the battle, whether they die or just battle, they are able to bring the seeds back. So that's pretty much what your plays are. They're just getting these out by sending cubics to the graveyard, hopefully the seeds, if you don't already have them in the graveyard, and then doing battle, and then sending these monsters to the graveyard to get more seeds to make more summons of the monsters. Another cool thing about a lot of the monsters is that they gain attacks. Some of them do burn damage, some do both. And also, the majority of all the other, because these are all the shit ones, but pretty much all the shit ones, whenever they're summoned or whenever they get their secondary effect of doing battle, they get to search another card, like a corresponding card out. But I run 2 of this, and like these, like I said, they really don't matter. You just want them for the name. You really, I've gotten a few effects off, but you mainly just want them for the name. I run 2 of this guy because this is the one that can that gains 3,000 attack. I think you have to send off you send 3 cubic monsters you control to the graveyard, and he becomes 3,000 attack, and he can attack 3 times for the battle phase. So he's really good. Never got him off though, but he was gonna work for him. He was gonna fucking work. We got Vulcan, like I said, I don't remember all the names, but he's the one you send 2 to the graveyard to special summon. I think he becomes 1600 attack. Yeah, 1600 attack. He inflicts 800 damage to your opponent. Got him off once just because my opponent's on a 15, so I said I burned him for game. We got another one, Blade Garuda. You send 2 with him. He becomes 2000 attack. He can attack twice if he does that. And they're all low level too, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But it should be anyway. Then we've also got 1 Dark Garnex. Pretty much, he comes out by sending 1, which is cool. But he only becomes 1000 attack. But if he kills a monster by battle, he gets to do other cool stuff. But like I said, once again, you just don't stuff for the names. I just run like 1 of everything because you really don't want to draw them. Another one we got is the Endora Doomvolt. You send 3 for this bastard. He gets 2400 attack. Once again, they do battle, they do stuff, but I never really summoned that many of them. I only summoned like 2 of the other non-important cubics, just being honest. We got Gear Gal, another one. Another 1 of, once again, just for the name, and also does burn damage when it's summoned. Because burn damage is important because of this right here, which is Big Daddy Kane, which is your Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. Pretty much it's like High Priestess of a Prophecy, if you guys remember. You're going to reveal 3 cubic cards of different names, just any 3, to special summon it to the field, and that's not once per turn. So if you have 3 with enough in hand, you can bring out as many as you want. This card is unaffected by monsters' activated effects that are 3000 attack or less, which is good because Crystalline can't do shit to me. Also, if he kills a monster by battle, he can attack again, which is really good. And at the end of your turn, both players take 3000. So pretty much, if you're going with this, you're either trying to kill them on that turn because you can make him really big, or you can just play the burn game where you use his effect to do damage, kill monsters, hit him for 3000, and then like use your other little monsters to like finish to pretty much make a gap in the damage that you guys have, so that when you guys take another 3000, they die before you would, so it's not a tie or something. Because a few times while playing the deck, I was in fear, I was at risk of actually drawing because we both were going to take the same damage, but I played out of it. So whatever. I say that's the best one. Him and Dudes are the only 2 that really matter. Dudes because it's your only normal summon and it's a foolish burial, and him because everything else just has to be a different name. You bring them out, they really can't do much to them. And last for the monsters, 2 maxis because I'm playing a rogue tier 37 deck, so you gotta have maxis in there. Onto the spells, you got 3 cubic karma. Continue spell, pretty much upon activation, you're going to send, you can target 1 cubic monster except for a seed, my little black baby seed. You send black baby seeds from the hand or the deck to the graveyard. That monster gains 800 attack for each seed sent, and even if this card leaves the field, which is cool. Also, has the cool effect of if a seed is special summoned to your side of the field during your opponent's turn, you can send this card to the graveyard, half your opponent's life points. Also, while this card is in graveyard, and once again, none of this stuff is once per turn. If this card exists in your graveyard, you can banish it and search for any cubic, cubic card or monster, any cubic monster, and add it to your hand. So once again, not once per turn. Their spells are just fucking broken. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Then you got Cubic Wave. I don't really care for the graveyard effect of this, but the field effect is awesome. Pretty much upon activation, you target 1 cubic monster you have and 1 monster your opponent controls. And you're gonna double your monster's attack, and you're gonna half your opponent's attack. Which is really good because if you get your big Crimson Lord, the guy on the field, like I pretty much made him up to like I want to say 24,000, and you're just attacking him like a boss. So his other effect is for grave. You can banish this in any number of cubic cards, and if each one that you banish, cubic monster, each one that you banish, you can target a monster on your opponent's side of the field, give him a cubic counter, and any monster any monster with a cubic counter can attack and has its effect negated. But I mainly just want to draw into these cards because I want to OTK because the deck is really bad, so you want to just kill them fast. Other than that, for other spells, we got 1 Fusion Conscription, just because you can search out the big Crimson Lord because, he's your boss monster. You want to just get him in the hand because a lot of people can't deal with them outside of spell and trap, removal, and a lot of decks don't play that. So just get the one hand. You can't summon it for the turn, but you can live for 1 turn and just bring them out and turn the tide. 2 Recurring Nightmare. The thought process behind this was getting back any seeds I might need to hand to use for another cubic karma or to get back any Dark Lords of like I went through too many of them, and my opponent just had out soon. But just let you guys know, this card is ass, so it's definitely coming out. Like, just don't worry. It doesn't give you any advantage, so don't worry about it. Reasoning, same thought process with being able to get into, my Summoner Monk or my Duja. Cards add is ass as well. Once people realize what you're playing, they're gonna call for it. They don't want you to get anything to the field, so that's not gonna happen. Plus, you might send more to the graveyard than you need. Especially since you need different names in hand for the cubic. For the Crimson Nova, so you don't want to mill too many of your other nummy monsters. So this shit's coming out. Same as Reasoning, this shit's coming out. Double Twin Twister, because like I tell you, anything you send from the hand is going to be great. Like I said, you send your spells and traps, you're going to get effects from them, so you're not minusing yourself at all. Plus, if they do have any back row, any back row that can do removal, you just get it out the way. It's just too good. The one instant fusion because I play Norden, and the one Regeki because it's a rogue deck, and you play Regeki and rogue decks because it's rogue. That's it for the spells, and on to the traps. We play 3 unification of the Cubic Lord, which I just dropped them. Pretty much on the field, it's a polymerization. You activate it, and you can fuse into the fusion monster. But that never went off. It almost went off one time, but I killed him before I got the chance to, and I wasn't gonna be cheeky and do it, so I just let it go. But the other cool thing about this is while it's engraved, anytime a cube monster is destroyed by battle or just leaves the field, period, you can banish this card from grave and special summon a cubic monster level 4 lore from your hand or deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. So it just sets up something to play. So defensively, I would have a Dooza on the field, send this, they kill it, this would activate, I special summon another Dooza, dump this, and then continue, because once again, none of their stuff is once per turn. Also, what I do offensively is I'd summon a Dooza, send this, use one of my no name, whatever ones, send Dooza to the graveyard for them, get the burn damage. This will activate, bring out another Dooza, and just keep my plays going. So this card is sick. You never want to draw it, but that's what Twin Twister's for, I'm probably going to put more of this card in here just because if I draw this card, it pisses me off, but whatever. Next, you've got the one Vanities, taking it out because your whole deck is special summon. Like I said, you got to think Infernoids, and I just needed another card to put in, and I threw it in like an idiot. But I mean, it actually got me a game, but if you don't want it, just trust me, you don't want it. And then last but not least, which kind of makes the deck not budget, and I have to apologize to you guys, but you don't have to run it. It's 2-dimensional barrier. I had them, so I used them. Once again, I'm playing rogue. I need every chance I can get to make it in my favor. But I played against a few pendulum decks, and call pendulum whatever, stop their turn because you need to live, you need a turn to do stuff. So, like I said, you don't have to run these. I just did because I had them, and I just had to give Cubes every chance they needed, and it actually worked out. So whatever. And that, I didn't even see him in the I saw it once in top 4. I actually saw it in the finals. It got me one of my games. But other than that, I didn't see it the entire night. I'm not gonna do the side deck because it's strictly up to you. But I'll do extra deck, and also I'll let you guys know extra deck really doesn't matter. I just made one just in case I had the chance to go into things, and I actually did. I actually went to Norden a couple times with the one infusion, so obviously Norden, and along with that, and I didn't have sleeves on things. I made the deck 5 minutes before the tournament started. So there was a Castell because rank 4 stuff. I did because the Crimson Nova's level 10, so I was like, just in case I didn't have a chance to go into. The thing is, you don't want to tie with your opponent with the Crimson Nova for taking all the damage. So you can always just make another one and run to this and just do the damage to them instead of you both taking it, and just once again turn the tide in your favor. Diamond Dyer, Dark Rebellion, Dweller, two Diamond Dyer. Excuse me, I forgot about that. He was Swarm Nightmare because sometimes you're in a position where you just want to go into another Summon Monk just at the better play. The Utopia package because that gets me games sometimes. The 101, just because it was a rank 4. I ran 1 Black Rose because Black Rose is rogue. You got to nuke shit. And also in my side deck, I actually ran Ghost Ogres. So it's why not? Just in case I find the Ghost Ogres and I draw one, I can actually make it. I actually made it for a game against these at one point. And last but not least, the big guy. He takes 3 of the Crimson Nova Lords to make. Never made him. He's cool. Pretty much he's Crimson Nova Lord, except he's also unaffected by your opponent's card effects. He also can attack multiple times, and he also says that any burn damage you would take is actually inflicted upon your opponent. So actually, if you'd have the Crimson Nova Lord in the field with him, if that ever fucking happened, they'd be taking all the damage instead of you. So that's it for the main and the extra deck.
Cool. I haven't said anything this whole time. Let's see, what's the?
I did a lot of talking. I'm sorry.
Card on this.
The Dooza.
On top. There, I think it's something nice to look
at. The Dooza. Like I said, a long time you go Dooza, offense or defense. You go Dooza. You can you send this. Once he leaves the field or any accused leaves the field, it's gonna act. It's gonna trigger. Or depending. Like I said, once again, you go Dooza. You go into. These are the main 2 things you're sending with Dooza. Just being you can send the can send the wave, but it just really wouldn't matter unless you're just in a bad position. But if I'm in a bad position, I'm sending that. But these are the main 2 things you're gonna send with the Dooza. And he's just going to make so many plays for you off that. Once again, none of this is once per turn. There's no hard once per turns here. So I can just do this shit multiple times on my turn as well. And, just get so much advantage. Like I said, and to be honest, you win a lot of games because people don't know what your cards do. So they really don't know what to stop. And something they can't stop because, also, the other thing I forgot about this when I explaining is that the monster that this card brings out can't be destroyed by battle or card effects for that turn as well. So a lot of times I bring out another Doozy to go to dump. and they tried to solemn strike it. And even though solemn strike would stop me from dumping, they just couldn't get around that monster for that turn, and it gave me another chance to come back and do some other stuff. So,
alright,
just
well, cool profile. Hope you guys liked it. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up and all that nice stuff. I always set the key card on the front. Let them,
let them see dudes.
let them enjoy.
Oh, you guys want to see the key card? I'm sure you got the key card.
If you like the video though, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave comments with your thoughts. Kind of fitting that we upload a cubic profile and that movie comes out this weekend. So
Best
I think
card
the main enemy in that movie actually uses this deck. So
I can't lie, yeah, you're right. Dudes is the best card.
So hope you guys liked it. Thumbs up, and if you want to see more profiles, let us know, and we will catch you guys in the next.